Hello and welcome to Data Science Corner. This is SQL Interview Questions and Answer Series. Today we are going to look into one of the SQL question which was asked during an interview. So the question is given in teams table with columns team ID and members have comma separated string of names. We need to write a query to calculate and display the total number of members in each team. If we look into the input table, we have team ID with 1 till 10. Then we have members with names like team ID 1. We have Chris, Evan, Marty, Eva, and they are separated by comma. For team ID 2, we have Jack and Olivia. For team ID 3, Sophia, Liam, Noah, Emma, they are also separated by comma. So in the same way, we have different team IDs with different team member names. Now, in the expected output, we need to find out the team ID members and the total members in the team. So in team ID 1, we have Chris, Evan, Marty, and Eva. So 4 members. So the total members is 4. In team ID 2, we have Jack and Olivia. So total members is 2. Like that, we need the total number of members in the team ID in the output column of total members. So let's go to SQL and check how we can do it. Okay. I've already created the table teams with team ID and members. I've also inserted the 10 records which are there in the question. Let's check our table. So select star from teams. Let's run this query. So this is our table which was given in the input. So we have team ID with members, 10 team IDs with different count of members. Now we need to find out the count of members. So how we can do it is, let me show you this. So let me copy this team ID to Jake and Olivia. Okay. Now let's try to get to the solution. Okay. So solution. So suppose in team ID 2, we have Jake and Olivia, right? So now let's count total letters in the team members, right? Team members. Okay. Now if we count, so Jake 1, J is 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we have comma 5, right? Then 6 is a space. Then 7, O, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So there are 12 letters here, right? And these are comma separated, right? So now let's find out the total letters in the team members excluding comma. So if we exclude comma, so there is only one comma, right? It will be 11, right? Now what we can do is we can subtract the total number of letters in the team members with total number of letters in team members excluding comma plus 1. So 12 minus 11 plus 1. So it will be 2, right? In this way, we can find that. So 2 is the total members, right? Jake and Olivia. So in this way, we can find out the total number of members in the team. So we are going to write a SQL query which will work on this logic. So in this way, we are going to find out. So let's try to write the solution. So first, select. We want the team ID, then members, comma. Now let's find out the length of the members column. So length. So for length, LENGTH. So this is the function. So length of members from teams. Now let's run this query and check what we are getting in the output. So what we are getting? So the length is 23. Say Jake Olivia. The length is 12, right? We found out. Team ID 1, we have the length 23. For team ID 2, 12. Team ID 3, 24. In this way, we are getting all the number of count of the letters, including comma. Let's name it as length, including comma. Now, we are going to find out the length without the commas. If we exclude the commas, what will be the length? So for that, first we need to replace the commas. Okay. So replace. There is a function called replace, which we are going to apply to the members column, comma. What we are going to replace? Comma. So under single quotation, comma, then comma. and we are going to replace with a blank value. So replace members, comma, blank value, right? Now let's check this output. Let's run this query. Now see the commas are replaced here. Chris, Evan, Marty, Jake, Olivia, there are no commas, right? Now we are going to find out the length of this replace. So length, put all of this inside the bracket. So now we are going to find out the length excluding comma. So give it as a alias as length. Here we wrote including, so excluding comma. Now let's run this query. Now let's check our output. So including comma, we have 23. Excluding comma, we have 20 for the team ID 1. See, if we subtract including comma from excluding comma, we'll get 3 as the output, right? But here we have 4 members, Chris, Evan, Marty, and Eva. So we need to add a +1 to it. Same for team ID 2, Jake, Olivia, we have length including comma 12, excluding comma 11. So 12 minus 11, 1. So if we add +1 to it, we'll get 2. So Jake, Olivia, 2 members. Same for all the team members and the IDs. Okay. Now let's do the subtraction. So to make it simple, right? What we are going to do is let's remove this and we'll directly add subtraction here. Length of members minus length replace members, and give it as a name as total underscore members. Now let's run this query. Now let's check. See, we are getting Chris, Evan, Marty, Eva, 3, Jake, Olivia, 1. So we are getting 1 less than the total number of members in the output. So let's add +1 to it. So here +1. Now let's run this query. So now we are getting for team ID 1, Chris, Evan, Marty, Eva, we have total members 4. For team ID 2, Jake, Olivia, we have total members 2. For team ID 3, Sophia, Liam, Noah, Emma, we have team members 4 total. And for team ID 4, Eva, Lucas, Mia, Ethan, Amelia, we have total members 5. In this way, we are getting the total members count of all the members in the team IDs, right? So this is how we can solve it. It's pretty simple, right? We need to find out the length of members column. Then we need to find out the length of the members column, but we need to replace the comma. Then we need to add a +1 to it. In this way, we can get the output. So let me explain the overall query once again, so it will be better understandable. So this length members, it returns the total number of characters in the string, including spaces and comma. Okay. And length replace members, right? This replace members part, replace members comma with blank, will remove all the comma from the members string. Then this length function is going to calculate the length of the string without commas. Now we are subtracting length of members from length of replaced members comma space. So this calculates the number of commas in the string. Since each member is separated by a comma, so the number of commas equal to number of members minus 1. Then we are adding a +1 to it to get the total number of members. Since the number of commas is equal to number of members minus 1. So adding 1 gives us the correct count of members. So this approach is efficient when calculating the total number of members without needing to split the string into separate rows. Okay, let me show you the output again. So this was the output we got, which was expected from us from the question as well. And this is the solution through which we got the output. I hope it's clear. I'll also be putting this create table and insert data commands in the video description so that you can create the table and try this solution practically as well. If you have any queries, you can put in the comment section. We'll look into it and answer it accordingly. If you have any other SQL question which you want to solve us, you can also put it in the comment section. We'll look into it and we'll try to make a video on it. Thank you for watching. We'll see you in the next video.